Hi Saji, welcome to your June and your July reading. I know that I have skipped June and I have done it at the end of the month, and this had to be done because every time I've started your reading, either the video cuts or something stops, everything has had to reset over and over. I feel like in June, you had changed your mind several times about different things that you wanted to do and different things that you were thinking about doing. But I feel like it was kind of a deceptive energy. Not that the gem I'm not saying that the Gemini sign itself is deceptive. It could be deceptive if both signs are not satisfied. However, when it comes to the time frame of Gemini, it's more about you being social, communicating with everybody, talking to everybody, catching up with everybody, people visiting, you traveling, vacationing, catching up, yes. But some of it is fickle energy. Some of it is starting and stopping, going forward, going backward, going forward, going backward, saying something, not meaning it, saying, oh shit, did I really mean to say this? Oh, it's like this back and forth Sagittarius feeling that you've been feeling lately. And I felt like that is the reason why we have to do this delay. That is the reason why your reading has to start in the end of June. Because if you haven't caught up, you need to stop this video right now, Sagittarius, and you need to go and watch the May video. You need to watch the May video because all of that energy has to pass first before you can get through this. So if this doesn't make sense to you, you need to reverse back and go back to May 2019 video for Sagittarius, because there is a period of moment in time that needs to pass for you. This is all an educational experience for you. You are going to be surrounded by women around you. This is going to be a period of you talking and speaking to several different women, and it's going to get to a point where it's just going to trigger you. You're going to feel like you're restarting over and over and over with lessons, and it's going to be triggering you like, why do I have to hear the same thing over and over again from a different person? But that's when you're going to start realizing that the universe has signs. It wasn't from your mother that this was coming from. It was also the other women that were around your mother. And if you're a man, this is repeating again from your mother to your aunts to your wife to whatever. It's this triggering effect of this, like, what women do, I feel like. And if you are a Sagittarius male, okay, there is a heavy focus on a female who acts like she's very abundant on her own. And she could be foreign from you. She could be someone that you don't really know yet, or she could be someone that seems very abundant towards you. And if you are the female Sagittarius, I feel like you feel very independent. You feel like you have all access to things. You flourish very well in your own life. You could do anything that you possibly want, but there is a male figure that is in your way. This could be your boss, or it could be a person that is very dominating when it comes to finances. It could be a earth sign too. That could be a Virgo. It could be a Taurus, or it could be a Capricorn. This person moves slow, man. You feel like you're going to be abundant, but it moves so damn slowly. I feel like you could see it straight ahead. Like the fruits are already coming out, and this person is just slowly, still slowly. Like they're not sure if things are moving forward enough because they don't know if they're satisfied with the progress yet. They're very heavily worried about their finances, Sagittarius. You're involved with someone that is thinking about their finances. So maybe you're not worried about your finances, but there's somebody that is around you that is worried about their finances, and it takes a heavy toll on them. I have Seven of Wands in reverse, and there was these people that you had to fight off with their beliefs. But now you're understanding that these people, there's weight also on their shoulder too. There is some organization that needs to happen. And I've always been telling you, Sagittarius, that you were always the angel of wishes. So you have the access, you've been bestowed some access to yourself. And if this access, because you're all constantly being granted wishes by the universe, I mean, it has to filter through you. But you get to decide who gets this access. And that's how you design this atmosphere around you. So when you grant these wishes for these people that have strife for each other, you have to ask yourself, is this going to benefit everybody in the long run, or is this going to just benefit this moment and period in time? And there's a lot of people around you that have special skills. They're all capable of doing amazing things, but none of them are getting along and getting, I mean, they could be talking to each other, but their passions are not crossing. See, these are not swords, and none of them are backstabbing each other. It's just that one of them has a passion this way, the other one has a passion this way. They're all thinking about how great they could be and be a success to everyone and everyone around them. So when you're aligning these people together, you could be possibly making a positive atmosphere for yourself and other people around you. As time progresses, I got the Magician. He's sitting upright. He's standing tall and he's standing firm. And he has a candle in his hand, which means represents fire. He has a sword on the table, which is all the air signs. He has a cup on his table, full, he has a cup and it's full of wine. So this is water signs. Then he has a coin on the table. Now he has the earth signs. He's the magician and he has all four of these elements around him. He's capable of bringing all these things to make alchemy, Sagittarius. Do you see what's going on now? You have a group of people that can manifest the future that you've always wanted, but the only way that that can happen is if the King of Pentacles can see you manifesting something amazing. And your boss is waiting for you to connect things together, because they know, they've seen that special side to you. So whether if this person is your boss or it's an earth sign, but they're waiting to see your magic. And I know you have it within you. I know you have it within you, but it's just they're waiting for that I got this. I can do it. I can handle it. Once the magician comes in, you may have a Leo in your vicinity that will help you have more strength. You can have a Leo friend that teaches you to have more strength and build a little bit more pride in you if you've been kind of hurt lately. You might run into a friend that's a Leo, or you might have a lover that's a Leo, or you might learn how to be strong on your own without having to cross paths with a Leo. But this will be a time frame in August too, much more developing during that time, that you will start seeing that you actually are the angel of wishes and you can grant different things and you can actually create a future that you want, but you got to decide what you want. And through manifesting all these things for yourself, for your friends, for your family, for whatever, whoever, I have the Lovers card next, but the female aspect of this relationship. So if you're the female side, the feminine energy is what I mean. I have reversed Six of Cups, and that means bad memories. So the female in the Sagittarius relationship, so it doesn't matter if you're the male or the female, if you're the Sagittarius, but if you're dealing with a female, or you are the female, that female is thinking about negative stuff in the past. If you are the male is thinking about, it's the Knight of Cups, and it's in reversed. The Knight of Cups in reversed is, it's the Knight of Cups upright. The Knight of Cups upright is someone that just wants to reset and start over and offer this love and say, hey, we could restart this. Don't worry about the past. Let's not talk about it. Let's just reset and do this. And I feel like the female is like, hey, you're skipping over what has happened in the past. We need to really communicate. But regardless, Sagittarius, I feel like there's some kind of strength pulling through with success. And I feel like even though maybe finances were hindering, maybe you were feeling unlucky before, you could possibly start feeling a very happy home life for yourself. And I feel like you're going to get out of your, because there's been a long time that you've been like really unhappy. There's a side, I feel like there's this dual side to you. Maybe you're very unhappy at work and you're very happy at home, or you're happy at home and you're not happy at work. But it's like there's a side to you where it's like you're trying to get out of rest. You haven't really been talking about it. You feel like you have no love for it. You kind of don't have the energy to restart something. You kind of feel like you're even stuck, and you're looking at negative things and you're thinking, oh, if I do this right now, it won't work. But you've been really healing, Saggy. You've been getting out of anxiety. And there may be something that a King of Swords tells you. Or it could be a person that has a really sharp mouth. Now, this person doesn't have to be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. It could be. But there's a person that is very like, they'll just shoot it straight. So you could be with this person. But this person is going to say some kind of truth that makes you realize that your wish is not coming true. And um, that's going to push you to make some changes. Because the person that you want, or you want to be, because if you're the male, you want to be the King of Pentacles. You want to be like this stable person that can supply for everyone, can grant everybody's wishes, can bring magic to everybody's life. And if you're the female, you want this kind of person. You want this person in your life, especially if he's a earth sign too. Like if you have an earth sign already in your life, you're like, man, this guy is so stable. If you're a female. But you're realizing like sometimes shit's off track, and it's because you don't take time to isolate yourself in a good way, where you're being a little bit selfish to make yourself feeling better. So if you haven't been exercising, you need to take care of yourself. If you haven't been chilling with your friends and having lunch with your friends, you need to have lunch with your friends. Just a stable selfishness, not like in a really nasty selfishness, but taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, you know, like being luxurious for yourself, not letting yourself go. I have Sacred Pool, but it's in the reverse. It's a really beautiful card. And that's number 47. The Sacred Pool. It can be difficult to overcome denial, Sagittarius. When there is a reward for staying where you are, if you can't accept and love yourself, you remain trapped, wearing a false mask of victimhood. The benefit of embracing denial and the victim's mask is that you never have to take a real risk. Dimming your light serves no one. Turning away from the truth that is reflected in the stillness of the sacred pool keeps you in denial, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Such vain efforts to lead to a tedious, boring existence. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over, what makes you think that this person will change? What makes you think that this situation will change? You know, things have to really drastically move and change. Take the risk and shine your beautiful light into the world. Look in the mirror and see the truth. Surrender the need to self-sabotage. Remember, you have a responsibility not just yourself, but to the divine spark within you. Courage is not the absence of fear. Accept the discomfort of seeing with clear eyes, and you'll soon find that wondrous adventures you are waiting for you. You'll soon find that wondrous adventures that are waiting for you. Step into your magical life and take the leap of faith. So, Sagittarius, your life is about to manifest into something extraordinary. There's a lot of hard work that you will have to work, okay? You are the magician at this point right now. I don't think you understand this. Your wish will absolutely come true. You need to bust some ass, though. There is another card that I have, and this one is super, super, super important for you. And it's one of those other cards that I have, these new cards that I've added. And it's the education card at 35. 35 might be a significant number for you, too. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can be more clear and understand what is the next right action. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all: I don't know yet. Sagittarius, this is the moment in time for you to have some faith, and you got to see stuff for the way that it is. There's an eclipse coming, okay? There's going to be some changes in your emotions. There's going to be some changes in your reality. There's going to be some realizations. There's going to be some shakeups, okay? And there's going to be a time where you need to talk to somebody. There's going to be a time that you need to really go towards people. And I'm telling you, Sagittarius, there's an earth sign in your life that makes it stable for you. But this earth sign, I don't know if it's your boss, man. I don't know if it's your boss or if it's your spouse or if it's this earth sign. It has to do with money, or it's the earth sign. This person is waiting for your magic. This person is waiting for you to spark. And it's not about anything else. You're amazing as it is, okay? I need to remind you that you have access to all four of these elements. Libra's been waiting for you to take action with these other people. They're going to pull some strings for you. They're going to find some people for you. And I feel like you haven't been wanting to hear them. It's on the upside down. It's in the reverse. I feel like some of the things that they say is like a headache towards you. And if you have a Libra or a Gemini or an Aquarius, um, they might connect you somewhere. They possibly could. And if you're not connecting somewhere, you need to really start luxurizing in yourself. Don't forget about yourself. Take care of yourself. Be there for yourself. Um, the reason why I was talking about the air sign is because that air sign is in reverse. And there were some people recently that you just realized that they were not happy. And there were some connections and alignments that needed to be connected. And only you saw the stars of the connections that needed to go. These other people don't know how to connect to it. And I feel like Libra kind of saw what what the image was, but they didn't really get the pure picture of it. And I feel like Sagittarius had the other picture. And one thing that came into my mind right now was, if, let's say, if it was in the pop world, rap world, whatever you want to call it, just for an example for you, I believe that Sagittarius was Nicki Minaj and Cardi B is a Libra. The only reason why I'm saying this as an example, and sorry if you guys don't like these singers, or if you love them, that's great. I just wanted to use a comparison of, they kind of sing the same type of music. They might be in the same frequency. So these two signs, they're both powerful, but they're both competing. And it's like they both had the right picture and image. And I don't think really truly that they're competing with each other. I think that there's an idea there that they both have that they need to see from each other that manifests pure magic. I think that there's something out there that is there's people that are coming towards you right now, Saji, that are going to be pure turbo for you, pure turbo. And I feel like you need to be careful and not make them angry. Be consistent. If you make a promise, go through it. Be a little bit forgiving. Some people are going to be really testing your patience. All of this is educational for you. All of this is going to guide you towards another level of your life that is much more successful, as long as you can pass these tests and keep your neutrality. Because one thing that you always learned, Sagittarius, is that as long as you are neutral and just looking at it for what it is and not being so angry and not being so crazy to make such crazy fast moves, is you learn that you had the upper hand in the chess game. So you are the angel of wishes. And I have to, you know what, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to title it that. If you've been waiting for a wish, you don't need a wish. You don't need to wait for the angel. Everybody's waiting for you. Everybody's usually like praying and saying, hey, angel, can you bring me a wish? God, can you bring me a wish? God, send me an angel to do this and that for me. If you've been asking for this angel, like, that was your job. Okay? Libra already has their job. Libra has to connect people. They have to make people beautiful, or they connect people. They do those two things. If you've been looking for work, you'll go to a Capricorn or a Virgo. If like, all these people have their own jobs. So you need to look up what skill each of these signs have. So if there's something that you're lacking, if you're lacking love, you're going to go to this particular sign that's going to connect you into relationships, which is Libra. If you want to understand yourself, you haven't been able to understand yourself, you're going to go to opposite sign of Libra. You're going to go to Aries. So, and if they're readers, they're going to make sure that you understand yourself much more deeply. So be on the lookout and see if you can figure out what readers, which signs they are, so that way you can figure out what kind of movement they manifest. So when you talk to a Libra, like, a lot of people are, when they're like really considering relationships, they're going to be really attracted to readers that are Tauruses and Libras, because they're really mainly focused on relationships and relationships with people, money, and work. And that's usually kind of what's going on in the tarot world, is usually that's what people are looking for. So sometimes, like 70% of the time at least, they'll tell you that the reader is even a Libra, like myself. But what I want to tell you is, your specific job was, if you were waiting for an angel, you are the angel. You are the angel yourself. It's just these connections, once they're crossed and paths, you're good. You're good to go. You're good to go. The person that you're waiting on is waiting for that magic, and it's through these crossing of connections that magic happens through. And you'll see it. You'll see it as time progresses. You'll see it, but um, I feel like there's an education, especially particularly with women, more towards women. If you're a male Sagittarius and you've never been able to have like friends that are girls, I feel like this time in your life you're really gonna feel a community of like hens, like talking to women that are, like really deeply talking to you. And if you are a female Sagittarius, you're gonna feel like this whole huge community of women, like women trying to protect you and um, letting, especially if you've been like the way that you are, like the angel of wishes, like I always say. These women just flock towards you and help you, and they want to like just, they're like your fairies around you and just making you stronger and stronger because they know what you're capable of. They know how magnificent you are. They know how spiritual you are. They know how amazingly beautiful you are. And all of this is happening, but it's a lot of hard work. And me even doing this reading for you right now, I can feel your energy is just being drained because I feel like I've been sucking out of something out of you that you already know, but I feel like you're blocking it. And I'm telling you, this person is waiting for your magic. You need to show them that you are the magician. You need to show them that you are the angel of wishes. And once they see that you can grant all these wishes, then they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You ain't going nowhere. Especially when you're independent by yourself. That's the most sexiest. When you're independent on your own, like conquering this stuff, this person is like, okay, that's it. I'm progressing with you. You're amazing. You're wonderful. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. You're freaking cool. Let's do this. And then you just get to be able to do whatever you want. It's just amazing. It just works out like that. It's really crazy. But just don't exceed your limit. There's always a limit and boundary and limit of everything. And I feel like you'll meet specific signs, especially if a Libra is bouncing into your life. They'll kind of teach you about the repercussions of karma because they've always been going through it with that. So, Mr. Pentacles is going to be teaching you about finances. So, these two people I feel like you're dealing with right now are balancing you out so that way you can create everything that you need to create, if that makes sense. Okay, my loves. Sagittarius, this is your reading for June and July. It might even seep through August. And if you haven't been, if it doesn't make sense to you, if it doesn't resonate, I mean, you guys can always look at your sun and your moon and your ascending signs and, other things. And it could be vice versa too. But please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And I would love to catch up with you guys soon again. Thank you guys for all your time. Love you all. Talk to you soon.